What's going on, yo? We are up in here one more time, man. What they say at church, man. I'm glad to be in the service one more time, man. And Reverend two times here to come give you the good news, man. Like Paul, man. What's happening, y'all? We gonna talk about this Dallas Cowboys schedule, cause taking a look at it from first glance. It's gonna be kind of tough, man, if we're going off of how the teams performed last year. But however, you know, we still got to play the season though, so anything can happen. So we just don't know. It may be tough now, but circumstances may arise, and we might be like, "This is easy money," right? I'm looking forward to it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm ready for some Cowboys, y'all. I I got to be real, man. It just ain't the same, man. Waking up in the morning, man, getting my gym session in, and then getting ready for football, man. It just ain't the same. Sundays ain't the same no more. Sundays just seem kind of dull. Like Sundays ain't meant for basketball, right? Of course, you love to watch hoop and everything, man, but Sundays ain't meant for basketball. Sundays is meant for football. And you know what I mean? Like Cisco would say, without you, girl, my life is incomplete. Well, without this football, man, my life is incomplete, man. And we wait, man. I just can't wait for them. Just training camp, I'm good. Soon as training camp come, y'all, man, I'm good. I'm good, man. We on the road, man. We see some hitting, and you know what I mean. The storylines coming out. Jerry out there wilding, telling you that he need to see some glory hole. so you know, so we got all that going on, man. But so yeah, man. Interesting, right? So and before we begin, I have I started I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I had other things that I had going on, but I did start on my scouting. As far as looking at some of these undrafted free agents to see if they may be able to go ahead, man, and be a contributor for this team, man, or potentially, or in whatever type of capacity. And right now, I'm looking at what's his name, Tyrus. I think Tyrus Wheat, Mississippi State linebacker, right? And so far of observing him, I'm looking at a dude that strong. I watched the Alabama game so far and part of the LSU game, and sometimes, man, it looked like he ain't really got an athleticism. But then when I seen him moving and going laterally to chase Bryce Young, I'm like, oh, he moving, and then he pushes the pocket, man, with nice shock in his hands with good strength, man. So you know, special teams ace maybe, fourth linebacker or somebody, man, that can go ahead, man, and be of service in short yardage situations. I'm all for it, man. Right. And looking at him, he's definitely in the mode of what this team is trying to do, which is add physicality to it. Hey, look, your linebacking core is very young right now. Your vet, pretty much your vet is Leighton and Damone Clark, pretty much. Right, because we ain't gonna count we ain't gonna count Harper and Cox as vets. They ain't did nothing to be vets, right? They been here, but they ain't no vets, man. So we can't even count nothing. We can't count nothing that we ain't seen. We know we seen Damone and we know we seen Leighton, right? And you got Overshown, the rookie, man. So your linebacker core is young. It's a good and it's a bad thing. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing because good young linebackers is good. And them being in a second year, they had a time to process a lot of information. Damone Clark, what he's seeing, the picture should be clear, right? It should be clear. It shouldn't be as fast. It should slow down for him. And we'll be able to see what he's made of. Leighton, it is what it is. But see, one thing if I show that shelf time For a linebacker, it's kind of like the running back, right? It's not a long shelf life. So if you don't have a stud, like a Roquan or something like that, man, somebody that's really manning, like a Bobby Wagner, somebody that's really manning, the middle or whatever weak side of your defense, then more than likely you're gonna have to keep drafting and keep changing them linebackers out like rotation. You might be able to get a good little 6 years in, maybe or something like that. Then you got to keep changing them like it's like a rotation, right? And sometimes you ain't gonna be able to get the 6 years out of them, or you may be able to get the 6 years out of a one, right? But the other ones you might got to change them out every 2-3 years, right? So you got to keep constantly, man, looking to add to that linebacker core, right? Just like with the running back, man, like you're gonna have to keep changing your running back situation, right? It's very rare, for you to have the same running back crew for 3-4 years in a row. That's not likely anymore, right? And you see with the Chiefs, man, that won the bowl, there's a whole lot of young. They got that with a young running back, right? They said, Clyde, we're not gonna pick up your option. We're gonna let you go. You ain't been here. Yeah, we drafted you kind of early, man, because we seen some special talent in you, though, man. We might have seen Deuce Vaughn in you, but we ain't getting Deuce Vaughn production. Cause I'll tell you like this, y'all. Normally you would be like, oh, we want to see him play, bro. Look, this is one of them. This is one of them draft picks where I'm telling y'all right now, I don't have to look at this man play to know what he get ready to do for this team. The only way that he doesn't thrive is if he doesn't get the opportunity. Because I believe he's gonna thrive. But anywho, man, let's get up into this thing, man. So we got the preseason. We don't really care about no damn preseason. We got we got Jacksonville, Seattle, Las Vegas, right? But Las Vegas, that's their Super Bowl to go against us, man. So, that game might have some intensity to it if we even play that game. We probably will, though. That since it's only 3 now instead of the 4. 2 and 3. Well, I don't know how they're gonna go about it this time, right? Since it's only 3, right? I know one game is probably gonna just be for for your young guys and for your prove it guys, but 2 of these games, man, whether it be the last one or maybe the first one is the games that's gonna mess around, and you're gonna see some of your starters, right? And the team that we got, the makeup that we got, there's a lot of starters that needs to get this time, right? Such as Gallup, he need to see some time. I don't give a damn if he's a vet or what. No, I need to see if he can ball. Cook still need to. CD might get you maybe a series and he out, right? I want to see the young running backs. I want to see the young offensive linemen, right? I gotta see Mozzie Smith. Right, I gotta see Micah get reps there at DN, right, and get acclimated. Samo, right? Definitely got to see a whole of young linebackers. Probably except Leighton. Leighton don't need to probably play a snap, to be honest with you, man. But all your linebackers need to be there, and your young corners. Yep, you don't need to see no Gilmore vet. Don't really need to see no Diggs. You might need to see a series of the Diggs out of the most out of this whole preseason, but you don't need to see none of them, right? You need to be looking at Israel, Nashawn, Kelvin, right? That's what you need to be looking at, right? Getting Bland sometime, right? But other than that, man, so you're going to see a lot of these guys, man, that's going to ball, and maybe see if Neville Gallimore, if he's still around, see if we can boost up his stock to see if we can get rid of him, because I just don't see that he's a part of this program, y'all. I don't see Neville being a part of this program. I'll be honest with you. I hope he's a part of this program, bro. He sucked. Let's keep that between me and y'all, man. Right? He sucked. But anywho, man. So first game, Sunday, September 10th, Sunday night. Seemed like it's almost a guaranteed thing. They might throw in one here and there. But we got the Giants on Sunday Night Football, right? Look, man, the Giants is a gritty team, But the offseason moves that they made, they can't with us. Come on, man. They can't with us, man. Right? And we go to New York early, right? So I'm glad we ain't got to go to New York later on. We got that. We got that. Let's be real. We gonna come out and we gonna get the victory, the first game, right? It ain't gonna be no blowout because they gonna come to play. They fresh, right? But they don't have enough for us, y'all. I got the Cowboys, man, getting that win, right? Giants is just who gonna see us? Daniel Jones, come on, bro. We been whooping on Daniel Jones, homie. We ain't worried about no Daniel Jones. So I mean, I don't even think I'll even have any objections with that. To be honest with you, anybody object? So we got the Giants down. Let me mark this up because we got to mark to see how many wins we get. So we got one win for the Giants, right? Uh the next one, it's gonna be interesting right here. Is the New York Jets. That's gonna be a good game. That's at home. Probably national TV on CBS, 325 Central. Now that's gonna be a good game. However, I believe Dallas will also get that win, and I'm gonna tell you why. Right? The Jets, by them getting a quarterback, they will be a problem, but they're not gonna be a problem early. They're gonna catch their steam toward the middle and the end, right? Trying to build that continuity, getting acclimated, right? Because they're gonna be a little slow on offense, right? All the new weapons they got to deal with. The defense is gonna keep it, is gonna make it close because being coached by Saleh, right? And we got to deal with old Quentin Williams, man. That's why and that's why by looking at this schedule, y'all, I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. Looking at this schedule should give you confirmation that Tyler Smith need to be at guard. All the beasts that you got to go against in the interior of these lines, yeah, you want your boy Tyler Smith at guard. You want your interior strong, right? You can get away with you ain't got to have no Hall of Fame left tackle to go ahead and be adequate, right? The Chiefs won with no Hall of Fame left tackle, right? The Chiefs won with a good solid tackle, right? That's what the Chiefs going for. They're going for traits in the development, right? So I believe, whether it be Tyron or Let's I believe any of them will do the job, right? But especially what teams is going towards as far as pressure in the middle, and you got the Chris Joneses, the Quentin Williams, the Allens, what Buffalo got, right? I'm trying to think of these names. You got Derek Brown coming up. You got Aaron Donald coming up, right? You got these beasts in the interior coming up. You're going to have to be ready. You're going to have to be ready, y'all. Aaron Rodgers, man, been getting the best of us for quite some time, man. It pisses me off, to be honest with you. It really does. It pisses me off. Whether Green Bay or not, I want that win. And I believe the Dallas Cowboys will have a good chance in getting that win. In getting it. It'll be a battle, though. It'll be a battle, though. It will be a battle. It will be a battle. That is for sure. That is for sure. But I got the Cowboys getting that one. The next game, the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals going through some stuff right now, man. Coaching change. Kyler Murray is coming off an injury. I don't know if he's gonna be ready. So that's big. Running back ain't no threat. What, Connor? Come on, let me look at this roster real quick. Let me be responsible and look at this roster, man, while I talk my mess, man. Arizona Cardinal roster. Because I could just tell you from the roster makeup and everything they got going on. So Arizona Cardinals. Depth chart. Let's make sure that we on point, man. What's going on, Lo? So we got Kyler Murray. So Colt McCoy is probably going to be the quarterback day one. You got Connor. Hopkins probably not going to be there. So Michael Wilson is the next in line. Marquise Brown, come on, man. We ain't worried about him. And then you got Greg Dortch and Rondell Moore and Zach Ertz. Yeah, man. Yeah. And, Will Hernandez, man. We know that's barbecue chicken on their offensive line. Paris Johnson, the rookie. They trying to slide this man at guard early on. I don't know why, but they got DJ Humphries outside. They defense, man. There ain't nothing to really worry about. I don't see nothing, man. They got Kaiser White in the middle linebacker. Come on, bro. We're running all over them, y'all. We're gonna be real. Arizona Cardinals, man, is a win, man. New coaching change. Whether Kyler Murray is back or not, he ain't gonna be 100. Yeah, man. I like that Arizona win. I like that Arizona win. Arizona ain't got nothing for us, man. Come on, man. We just gonna be real with this, man. Arizona ain't got nothing for us, man. I don't care, man. I don't care if it was Cooper Rush at quarterback, man. Arizona Cardinals ain't got nothing for us, man. New England Patriots, man. That's a tough one, man. Where we at? We at home with that one. Man, y'all. Now, talent-wise, y'all, we own them. You know the Cowboy, but I got to be realistic, y'all. Let me make sure, man. Let me see something. They got Juju, Mac Jones, Ramondre, Devontae, Tyquan Thornton, Kayshon Boutte. Oh, they got two tight ends, Henry Gesicki, Guy, Judon. I'll be real, y'all. Even though talent-wise, we should be on them, that might be an L. I ain't gonna. That might be an L, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. That might be an L. I don't know if we get that one. I want to tell you we do. I want to tell, because I'll be honest with you, y'all. I'm looking at this roster, right? I'm looking at the roster. I don't see no team. I see team that'll give us game, but I don't see no team that's better than us. However, us going 17-0 is unlikely, right? I ain't saying it ain't likely, but it's unlikely, right? It's a very small percentage. And they coming off of a nice win against the Giants, the Jets, and the Arizona. There might be a blunder there with that Patriots, man. They started off strong, but they might get that blunder, right? And this is what I said in my video too, y'all. How I would say, how is they gonna respond with you know who coming that next week, right? We got to pull up on San Francisco that next week. How is they gonna respond? I think they might get in trouble and maybe try to look ahead a little bit, right? You know, they started off strong, and had a division game, and had a lot of energy with the Jets. Arizona might have gave them a better game than what it should have been. New England probably gonna go ahead, man, and that's probably gonna be an L. That might be an L. Like I said, in all reality, though, I can see them going undefeated in the bye. I really could, but I think that might be an L. San Francisco, they get over the hump on this one, y'all. Look, man, this is personal. This is the game that's circled. This is the most important game, I think, not only probably from a viewer point of view, but I think from a team point of view. And if the team was to lose this game, probably my prediction, man, regarding this season is probably going to be all off, man. That game is so important not only like psychologically, man, like this team whooped your ass for 2 years in a row. They kicked you out the playoffs 2 years in a row. Two, not one, but two. Now, the way we drafted is the reason why it like it gave Mike McCarthy and Jerry Jones and Will McClay something to think about. It gave them something to think about. They said, man, we can't keep getting punked like this, right? We got to coach again. Kellen Moore, Mike McCarthy, I'm looking for you to fix Dak Prescott. Kellen Moore ain't getting the job done. Running these inside zones with Zeke is not going to get the job done. That's why we went to go get Deuce Vaughn and kept Tony Pollard, because we want to do a lot of perimeter running this year, y'all. We got a nice athletic offensive lineman who is good on the move. So we had to adjust. But one thing that we can't fix, well, we can fix by replacing, we got to get some heart. And San Francisco took our heart 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row. I think them boys come out the ball. Man. Gotta have it, Lo. Gotta have it. What's going on, Teflon? If we didn't have Kellen, we would have advanced. Most likely, probably. Because the San Francisco Nine, like when it comes down to talent, y'all. What's going on, Emmanuel? When it comes down to talent, we got it over San Francisco. But where they was beating us at is that heart, that toughness, knowing the predictability of Kellen Moore. That's what was getting us, y'all. That's what was getting us. Facts. And the cool thing about it is, y'all, we talked about this. We like the way that we was winning with Cooper Rush is the same way that we needed to do the same thing with Dak Prescott. But no, Kellen Moore wanted to go ahead, man, and continue to add responsibility in his hands. But the way we was winning games was we was relying on our defense, man, running the damn ball. But no. Kellen Moore, man, his situational play calling, man, is ridiculous. And really, Kellen Moore, we knew it was something. I don't know how the hell he even came back this year. Like, how the hell did CD in the first game get one catch? How does when you so deep at wire, you know what I'm saying, at pass catching the previous year, I believe Gallup was already hurt, so was CD and Amari. How was CD not getting the ball? You see early on, Amari Cooper toasted dude. Like, they DBs wasn't even banging with him. And they DBs still can't bang with us. And you can't get these boys the ball. That's crazy. I believe, man, the Dallas Cowboys, man, they grow some. In San Francisco, that dirty-ass field, them grimy-ass fans. I believe they go down, man, and they shut that up, man. I believe they shut it up down there, man. And I believe this was going to go ahead, man, and turn their mark. Hell nah. Right. Facts. Messed around and the cool thing about it was like the same thing. Like, we got beat, like, on the edge, running the ball again, right? Debo pretty much ended the game the first time. Then they gave it to Elijah Mitchell, but our problem was setting the edge, couldn't set the edge, bounced outside. Look, Dan Quinn gonna have to fix his discipline of the team. He gonna have to fix his discipline, y'all, because one of the things, man, Kurt said it, Lawrence said it, technique wise. So if you guys know that it's your technique wise, I'm blaming it not only on the players, but I'm blaming it on the accountability that Dan Quinn wasn't holding them to. So I'm pretty sure Dan Quinn gonna get up in that lab, and I'm pretty sure that he gonna make sure that don't happen. Oh man, and I believe that's the next game too. The Chargers. Yep. We stay West Coast. This game gonna be interesting. Look, man, we know what Kellen Moore want to do. He want to air it out, right? He want to air it out with Herbert, right? I believe that this offense will be able to move the ball down there on them. And I believe that by Kellen Moore wanting to throw the ball about 45 times will end up in destruction for Herbert. And I believe that going into the bye, the Dallas Cowboys get that dub. They get that dub. They get the dub. Kellen Moore, man, I don't know how this man is how they call this man a genius. I don't see it. Never seen it. Just because they get some numbers, man, now all of a sudden he's a genius. I honestly believe it was more of the players than anything, right? And what? They go off of statistics, man. If he was a genius, then losing to the Jaguars shouldn't have been an option. If he was a genius, then we should have beat the Packers. That should have never been even a comeback. But hey, what do I know, right? The Eckler trying to leave. I think Eckler's still there, but Eckler was trying to leave. From what I was hearing, he as soon as Kellen Moore came through, he said, I'm trying to get them on the walking papers. Because he knew, right? Hey, it's crazy though, right? If he was a genius, then then Kellen Moore, then playing for Kellen Moore, he wouldn't have been like that. But as soon as they go ahead and bring Kellen Moore in there, all of a sudden, man, he ready to go. If I'm a running back and I got an offensive genius, I know that he's gonna find a way to get me the ball, seeing that I'm a pass catching threat and I can run the ball. And they main running back, I know I'm gonna touch the ball a lot. But he must have seen something, just like we seen it, and everybody else that know. But all of a sudden, these so-called experts and analysts, I guess, can't see that he ain't So that game, man, I believe it. So we got to deal with Keenan, Mike Williams. Unsure of Eckler. Let me look at the. Let's look at what we got to deal with. Let's look at what we got to deal with. Let's look at what we got to deal with, y'all. Make sure. Los Angeles Chargers depth chart. There we go. All right, so this is what we got going on. Make sure. So who we got to deal with on this team? Keenan, Palmer, Jamari's. I ain't never heard of that left tackle, man. That look like cookies. Everett, Donald Parham, Herbert. Yeah, that seemed like cookies to me. Who they back up? So it's gonna be Kelly and Isaiah Spiller toting the rock. Yeah, that's easy money, y'all. They ain't gonna get the ball anyway. Khalil Mack, he old. Morgan Fox, Joey Bosa, Kim Murray, and they drafted a linebacker. So he gonna be in that other spot. Asante Duran. That game might. What that game had? Unless we turn over the ball, I see a lot of inefficiency that's going to come from that Chargers offense. Unless we give them, unless Dak Prescott want to start feeling real dumb and want to go ahead, man, and do too much, man, and throw like 2 picks. That's the only way that I see that this game will be maybe in a high scoring nature, right? But I just don't see with the new team that we got, how Dan Quinn would even allow himself to get beat by a Killer Moore offense. Now, if Dan Quinn get beat by a Killer Moore offense, man, then we might be second guessing and scratching our head like, huh, what's going on, man? You want Fournette in Dallas? Yeah, because any banger that we bring in, right? Any banger that we're not going to ask him to carry the ball 20 times. We might not even ask him to carry the ball 15 times. We're going to sit over there, man, and maybe 10 times, 12 times, right? And it's going to be goal line situations, short yardage situations, right? Get some dirty yards, maybe end the game, right? We're not going to ask him to consistently carry the ball 15 to 20 times. So, yeah, Leonard Fournette could work because we're going to have the speed element. He going to have to change the pace running backs with TP. Because, TP going to get the ball at least 15 times. Deuce Vaughn, you definitely going to have to find ways to get him involved sooner or later in the season. So, yeah, I can see Leonard Fournette working. I personally think that, if the dude that from what's his name, Lutke, if he don't work out, I believe they need to go ahead, man, and address that banger running back. That's why Jerry Jones is even entertaining the fact that potentially that Ezekiel Elliott come back, because he know that he needs that running back that's going to pass protect and that's going to do the dirt, that's going to get the dirty yards and be a goal line back. So if he don't work, right, then you're going to have to bring somebody in. But you're going to find out if he going to work by training camp. You're going to find out preseason if he going to work. And getting somebody like Leonard Fournette, that's somebody that you get toward the end of preseason like, all right, man, look, man, we know that you don't want to have that wear and tear training camp on your body. Make sure you stay in shape. We're going to bring you toward the end so you can go ahead and knock the rust off. But, we're going to need you to tote this ball, man, right? And we know that Leonard Fournette going to put them pads, man, up on you, man, right? We know he going to put them 230 pounds, man, and put that helmet in your chest, man. And that's what this team needs, somebody that's going to set the tone, right? Look, like I said, I love what Zeke has done for this team, but I don't think that they should really go back down that route unless it was just maybe in a desperate situation. And I believe I seen a quote with the running back coach talking about the reason why that Ezekiel Elliott hasn't been picked up yet is because of him wanting a bigger role. So that's him being in delusion of him not accepting that, hey, man, you're not that 20 carry plus guy, right? You have declined. Whether you believe it or not, you have declined. You are a step or two slow of hitting that hole, right? And I guess he can't accept the fact that that decline has came. So if he hasn't accepted that fact, I don't want to bring him back thinking that he should be the main guy and we need to give him the ball to win. That's not the case. And quite frankly, especially in a Mike McCarthy offense, you need somebody that's going to hit the hole quick. That's why they even entertain Tony Pollard coming back. That's why they bring somebody like Deuce Vaughn in. You need somebody that's going to hit the hole quick. And occasionally, like they did in Green Bay, Mike McCarthy went pretty much that whole season with John Kuhn being a short yardage running back to fullback. So when they brought in Matt Lukey, he definitely had John Kuhn in his mind. He definitely see, now we know Eddie Lacy, right? He couldn't put the cupcakes down, right? So it didn't really work though. But it ain't like he don't like them type of running back because he do, right? Because he understands running between the tackles is important, but he doesn't value that to be, give you the ball 25, 30 times like a Derrick Henry, though. I just need you there to go ahead, man, and hey man, we're gonna bang you outside and then I want to bang you inside. But I gotta have different running backs to do. It's kind of like the Green Bay situation, right? I'll tell you also who I'll be. Speaking of Green Bay, I will be open to AJ Dillon. I think AJ Dillon probably would be the perfect inside running back for this team. He got a little younger legs, right? And he ain't gonna command a big contract because he ain't no Derrick Henry, he ain't no Ezekiel in his prime type of running back, right? So I think that he wouldn't even be able to. I think if anything, at a maximum, you probably give him a contract like what Jamal Williams got with the Saints, what, like 4 or 5 million? And I'm willing, I could pay a running back 4 to 5 million. I ain't tripping on that. Especially if you're gonna go ahead, man, and potentially can give me 1,000. I'm cool with that. Facts. The running back, the running back room is kind of concerning though because we got a lot of uncertainty. We don't know. We know TP can play, but how you gonna respond? Is it gonna take you a minute to come back? Uh, Even though we know Deuce Vaughn is a baller, you're still a rookie, right? And we don't want to give him 15 to 20 carries a game. That's a no-go. You got Ronald Jones. He ain't that banger type of running back, though. Ronald Jones is a complimentary running back. So we got a team full of complimentary running backs, which is cool, right? And if they don't want to go ahead and really have that banger, I guess, right? But I would love somebody that can lean forward for a yard or two. Because man, what's that running back name, man? I'll tell you somebody else. The butter rolls. Man, the Chiefs had a running back. He had more of a role last year though, but man, let me look him up. I'm see if he's still on that roster though. I can't think of his name though right now. It ain't Gore. It's not Gore. Let me see. Damn. He was there the previous year. And he was running inside but he ain't on that roster no more. He ain't on that roster. See, we're not built like the Chiefs though. So we can't necessarily, pattern everything like the Chiefs. But the way that they go about their contract situation with the running backs, yes, that's exactly how we can go ahead and go about that situation though, right? But yeah, man, I'll be open to there's some running backs, like I said, Fournette, Dylan, man, who else out there? I know there's a couple more that's out there, man, that I'll be interested in. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If he could take on that role, because I'm pretty sure, if anything, from what I've seen so far of him, he gonna take he got the potential to be like that 49er running back that can catch the ball downfield, can run the ball some between the tackles, block for you, has some special teams value, pretty much a do-it-all type of dude. So I'm pretty sure, that probably was an inspiration of seeing how, the Niners been going ahead, man, and having him in the process for quite some time, man. I'm pretty sure that was probably the inspiration of bringing somebody in like him because they tired of him giving us that whooping. But yeah, man. So on to the next game. Let me see. So the next game, so we got the bye. So we got 5 wins so far, but it's gonna get a little tricky coming up though. So we got the Rams. That's a win, y'all. There's really no explanation to that. Really, like the Rams is a declining team. Like hey, I don't give a damn what Aaron Donald is. Ain't nothing gonna happen from that. right? Allen Robinson gone, Cooper Kupp there, Matt Stafford there. They sold out for that championship, y'all. And they cool with winning that championship. Everything else is a wash now. Now they got to rebuild. They got to rebuild. They have nobody. They have nobody. Yeah, Malik. I think if anything, Malik might be competing with Ronald Jones on that end. Mike McCarthy definitely going back to the roots, man. Because I'm seeing some of the similarities in that Green Bay offense with Mike and the way that this team is being built together, right? You know, Mike McCarthy, he loved his little big boys. He loved his little Kenny Clarks, his BJ Raji's, Big Mike Daniels. Who else, man? I can't think of the other dude name, man. But you know, he loved them big boys inside, right? You know, he loved the little athletic linebackers. You know, he even had Clay back there. He had Martinez back there. I know I'm missing a linebacker. But you know, he loved the move linebackers. That's where Overshown come into play, right? But Mike McCarthy do love him. You know, you just see it. And the offensive line is built the way that he like it. You know, the running back position like a Ryan Grant Starks, you kind of see the makeup of what it is right now, right? But one thing for sure, Mike McCarthy looking for James Jones, Jordy Nelson, Greg Jennings, Donald Driver, Janis, was it Jeff Janis? Mike McCarthy at minimum is always 5 deep at wide receiver. And right now, I only got confidence. I really haven't got confidence in Gallup, but I'll just say Gallup just because of what he has done in the past. I'm only aware that we're even 3 deep right now. I know CD and I know Cook's going to be there. If Gallup get back to form, cool, but that's still 3. Mike, that ain't good enough for Mike McCarthy. That's not good enough, y'all. So they say Tolbert is going to have had a year. I'll be honest with y'all, man. Others are higher on him than me. I'm not asking him to be a number 2 wide receiver. I'm just asking him to be Terrence Williams. That's all I'm asking him to be, is just Terrence Williams. And if he could be Terrence Williams, I'm cool with that. Right? I'm not asking you to go ahead, man, and be the Robin, the CD's back, man. I ain't asking for that. Quite frankly, it should be out of Gallup and Cooks, right? CD should have a much better year this year, right? And if anybody want to still double team that man, if Cooks and Gallup ain't eating, if Gallup, look, I don't give a damn if Gallup was on a leg and a half. If Gallup don't eat this year, bro, he needs to go by the trade deadline. Straight up. I don't want to deal with it. Because I'm still working on that film. I'm looking at the Green Bay on that Gallup film. And because look, I know he came week 3, week 4. I wasn't even gonna judge him. Hey, I'm being nice to him. I wasn't even gonna judge him by the first few games. I was like, okay, I'm gonna let you slide, and I know you're trying to get back in the flow. But this Green Bay game should have been a start of you coming into play, right? So I started looking at him from the Green Bay game. And so far where I'm at right now, it ain't looking too right. You know, because I just find it hard to believe that if you really had that ankle the whole year, I wouldn't even be seeing some of the bursts that you even gave in the latter in the latter part of the season. Right? I'm looking at you jogging around. Bro, if you was that hurt, then why the hell are you playing? That's what didn't make sense to me. If you are that damaged, why are you playing right now? That if he did get hurt, that was more of a mental thing, and you trying to compensate because you wasn't fully trusted in your knee. And you telling me that you let Jerry and them pressure you to come back? So they pressured you to come back. Well, you can't be pressured to come back because when you said that you wasn't right, you had another week. They gave you another week or 2. So it was your call. Come on, man. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, man, I got us smoking on the Rams, smoking that Rams Pat, easy money. All right, Philadelphia at Philadelphia. Uh, I'll be honest with y'all. They're gonna be on more in the down year this year. They might. They're gonna be on a down year. I think that Super Bowl is gonna drain. I can look at your team and tell you why they're gonna be drained, y'all. I'll tell them. I ain't just saying that because I don't like them. I'm gonna tell you why. Because ain't nothing gonna change from that depth chart right there. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Let's look at the depth chart. That's a win. So we got 7 wins so far. That's a win. And I'm gonna tell you why. Let me look at the depth. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you where it's at. On why I especially think this one is a win. All right, so look. One, you got Gilmore. So you got something for both of their wide receivers, right? You're more athletic at linebacker. So here's where it's get tricky at. You lost the right guard, right? The left tackle, he ain't even that good. Your beef comes from Dickerson, Kelsey, and Johnson. And they're gonna have a hell of a battle with that rookie. Now, Swift, let's be honest with you. Swift is Swift, but Swift is, how can I say it? Brittle, right? He kind of built like the 10 man. He up there, he gonna. I don't want to put it on him, but we know he gonna miss some time, bro. Let's be real. He gonna miss some time, man. Right? He gonna miss some time. Brandon Graham walk with Moses. Oh, Fletcher Carr, no. A rookie D tackle, no. Josh Sweat, he's solid. Who's your linebackers? Nicholas Morrow, that's not going to happen. Nakobe Dean, that's not going to happen. You lost Gardner. That seemed to be like they heart and soul. Terrell Edmonds is okay, right? But he's more of a fit for Pittsburgh than anything, right? I think scheme matters for him. So I think they're going to miss in that. Bradbury just had one of them years that, hey, the team is clicking. The team is clicking so good that my play is going to be elevated from that. But, bro, look, I ain't saying Jalen Carter's a bum because we know he's far from that. But to say that he's going to impact early on, that'll be far from the truth. Especially going against inside, you got to deal with Zach Martin. And you probably going to deal with Tyler Smith. Yeah, he's eliminated. He's eliminated. Right? The Eagles, they'll probably be in contention for the playoff spot since it's added more, right? But as far as them having a deep run and them being like they was last year, I absolutely don't see that. I don't. And I'll be honest with you, I think we sweep them. Killer. Right. 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 Agent zero. Bro, Swift is a better running back than what they had. Facts. Better than Miles Sanders. Facts. Talent-wise, he got it. When the hell has he ever stayed healthy? When? So how are we gonna sit over there, you feel me, and act like he gonna stay healthy with them? And you knowing the way that they run the ball is gonna be some wear and tear on his body already. You know that they got to run the ball. There's no choice because Jalen Hurts throwing the ball 40 times, that's an absolutely no. You can't win like that. That's a win. And we where? At Philadelphia? Oh, yeah. That's even better. So we got 7 wins so far. The New York Giants, they beat us, y'all. They beat us. Giants get that win. I think they'll get that win. Giants will get one this year, I believe. They'll get one. That is division. We know what time it is with that. Giants will get that win, y'all. They'll get that win. Tough for me to say that though, but I think they'll get that win, y'all, this year. Uh, I think they'll have like a game that was so excellent, and then and this is why I say the league know what they were doing with this one, right? We put so much energy in beating on the Philadelphia Eagles, right? The Giants that came in and looked at it as if they the Super Bowl, and they still won. They get one. They'll get that. We play Carolina next. I think Carolina get that too, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I think that might be the little rep. Carolina might get that one. We got some tough games coming up. Cause it's latter in the season though. It ain't like cause Carolina better than us. But I think what's his name there? The new QB. I think Carolina gets that, y'all. I do. I think it's one of them games like why, bro, we should have won that game, but they get that. We coming off the Giants game. We coming off, just this hard fought Philadelphia game that we beat them. Giants, I think we fall two. I think we fall two in a row. Washington on Thanksgiving Day, we beat them on Thanksgiving Day. We will beat Washington on Thanksgiving Day, right? And I hate losing on Thanksgiving, y'all. I do. I do it when I take that L on Thanksgiving, bro. I don't watch no football no more. I'm done with football for the day. What's going on, T-Dub? I'm done with football for the day. The Seattle game. That's going to be interesting right there. That's going to be interesting right there. That's going to be interesting right there. That's going to be very interesting right there, y'all. And that might be an L. That might be an L. That it might be a little tough stretch because they got Philadelphia coming up. I think that Seattle might be an L. And then they got Philadelphia. That's a win. I think we sweep them this year. I think we sweep them. So what is that? 9? We sweep them this year. Philadelphia is a win. Division game. We know what's on the state. We shut AJ Brown up. CD goes stupid. He go real dumb on him. Right? CD putting up over 100 yards easy on him. AJ Brown locked up. He got to see Gilmore. He got to see Diggs. So no matter where you do, you can't run. You can run, but you can't hide. Yeah, man. This is where Gilmore comes into play, man. In 2-0 and 2-0 in them. This is where Gilmore comes to play. Right here. This is where Gilmore comes to play. At Buffalo. Oh. The Josh Allen game, man. It's going to be cold than a mother. Oh. Is we going to play in the cold? Man, December? It's going to be cold than a... I don't know, y'all. That might be an L, man. If it was in Dallas, man, that'd probably be a win, but it's going to be cold than a mother. Oh, no, man. That's going to be tough. Not because of the team, yeah, it's going to be tough, but it's going to be cold. And then if you got TP, Deuce Vaughn, and all them, that's not really cold weather running backs, and you ain't got no pounder, might be an L right there, y'all. Yeah. But, talent-wise, Teflon, we 2 times better than the Panthers, though. But how I was looking at the schedule was playing out, where it was positioned, He might get that. And then you know, coming off the two division games, that might be one like, come on, man. But could be wrong though. Could be wrong. I would shit. You know me, I want a 17-0 this. I want a 17-0 this one. Buffalo might be that L though. Buffalo might be an L. That's gonna be a good game though. That's gonna be a good game. What do Buffalo got right now? What does Buffalo got right? Because you know they're gonna be talking about Josh Allen versus Dak Prescott. You know, what I mean, you're gonna be hearing about all that. Now Dallas might mess around, mess a move, and we might got to reevaluate all that. So they got, and you know, the headline for that is gonna be Diggs versus Diggs. You know, Stephon Diggs and Trayvon Diggs. You know they're gonna be matching up. I'm pretty sure he gonna want to follow. Yeah, man, they got James Cook and Damian Harris. Man, they got a cool little backfield. Is they gonna run the ball though? Is the question though. They wide receivers, man, ain't that though, homie. Who the hell is Khalil Shakir? Justin Shorter? Bruh. All they got is Stephon and Gay. They gonna have to go make another move by then. Dawson Knox. Oh, yeah, they got Dalton Kincaid. Yeah, the Connor McGovern. That's cooked food over there, man. Offensive line decent. That defense definitely there. That defense definitely there, though. Klein, Milano, White. Yeah, that defense there for sure. That's gonna be a good game. But I think with that cold going to Buffalo, shoot, that might be an L, y'all. That might be an L. Yeah. Yeah, Teflon, that cold, man. That cold. That might be an L. Miami, that's a win. You know how Miami go. That's a win. So we got 10 wins so far. Miami, that's a win, y'all. That's a win. That's a win. We fighting. So we got 10 wins. We beat Miami. Look, Miami's based on speed, right? And Tua, we're gonna take that deep ball away from him and make him go ahead, man, and throw underneath. And that ain't Tua's strong suit. See, Tua throw a good deep ball, but that's where it stops with him. That's where it stops. Let me see how Miami built though. What they do. So they got Tyreek, Cedric Wilson, Teron Armstead, hell of a left tackle. Leon, okay. Connor Williams at center. Okay. No tight end right now. Raheem Mostert. We ain't worried about the running back. They got A-Chain. They got some speed. See, they built for speed, y'all. They built for speed. Is Miami dome or they outside? I can't remember, y'all, if they dome or outside. But as far as the defense, though, it's decent. Yeah, it's decent. It's definitely decent, y'all. It's definitely decent. That's for sure. Well, they got Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, that's gonna be a game, but we beat them. We beat Miami. Miami, they make up ain't they make up can't rock with us, y'all. They soft. Let's just say they built for that dome. They built for they soft. They soft. Good team though, but we beat them. Oh, they outside? Oh yeah, we get that then. We get that. Miami, Florida. You know, Micah probably gonna be doing all kind of podcast. hopefully hopefully he'll be trying to go ahead and get on the volume. Try to pull some Draymond. Detroit. Oh, that's gonna be a good ass game. And all depends. Do we got something to play for? Probably. We probably gonna have to win one of these games out of Detroit and Washington. That's gonna be a hell of a game. That's gonna be a hell of a game. Detroit good, y'all. That offensive line is crazy. Detroit is good. Detroit is good, man. You know, I could watch their offensive line play all day for sure. Let me see what they got going on. I know they got a little bit more. Let me see. Let me make sure I ain't missing nothing. Detroit is good, y'all. Reynolds, Decker. Damn, that offensive line is crazy. The wide receiver is leaving a lot to be desired, though, right now. Yeah. Where is it at? Is it in Detroit? It's at home. Hmm. I think it might be another I honestly kind of don't really see us losing that game though. I think they'll be up for the challenge on that one. I don't really see us losing that game. Aleem McNeil, they linebacker core is crazy though. They got Malcolm Rodriguez, Anzalone, and Jack Campbell. Linebacker core crazy. They linebacker core tough. Man, on my us, man, that might be one of the best linebacking cores, man. I seen that core is tough because Malcolm Rodriguez is a baller. Shit, he caught my eye the first game, man, when I was watching him go against Philly. Boy, he was out there whooping on Philly. That boy tough. I don't see us losing that game, though. I don't see us losing that game, y'all. It'll be a good game, but I don't see us losing that game. I don't see us losing that game. I think that's 11. So we got 11 so far. Washington, last game. What, this like back-to-back years, the last game. We don't get punked like that. I believe we get that. I believe that we probably need that Detroit game to probably clinch something, whether it be the division or something. I believe we get that Detroit win. Now this Saturday Sunday game against Washington, I don't know why the hell it says 6 or 7. Like the league is up to something or something. Like they know that game might be something that we might need to play or something, bro. Something look fishy on that end, y'all. When I see Saturday says Sunday, like the league trying to like they might be open to flexing that game or something the next day. They up to something. They up to something, bro. They are, bro. They up to something, straight up. But if we need that game, we win that game. And I honestly think that we probably win that game if we don't need that game. So right now, I got us at 12 wins, 12-5, 12-5 Washington, sweeping Philly, sweeping Washington again because Washington ain't got no quarterback. Ain't they going with how? That ain't gonna cut it. And your team ain't even that to be acting like you can just have a game manager. You got a good wide receiving core, but that's where it stops. 12-5 for this team. 12-5 for this team, y'all. Where y'all got this team, man? I got him at 12-5. That's a cool record. Y'all know anything less than us getting to these playoffs is unacceptable. Anything less than us going deep, and I'm talking about deep. I ain't talking getting what we did. We need to go ahead, man, and get to this NFC Championship at minimum. At minimum. That's the minimum. And it still ain't a success if you don't win the championship. But the way this team is built, NFC Championship needs to be at minimum. The way this team is built. Nothing less. Nothing less. Now, looking at the NFC, y'all, looking at the picture of the NFC is weak. Right? The NFC is weak. Let's look at it. NFC, NFL teams. Let me see. Eagles going to have a down year. Chicago, they don't stand a chance for us. Green Bay, no. Niners, they should get over the hump. Minnesota might struggle this year. Giants, they'll compete, but they ain't for us though. Detroit, no, Detroit, I'm tripping. No, Detroit, yeah, Detroit NFC, I'm tripping. Detroit, they up and coming. They up and coming. Seattle, they'll be okay, but that ain't nothing we worried about. Washington Commanders, we ain't worried about them. They trying to find them they got to worry about their owner. Carolina, we ain't worried about them. Saints, no. Arizona, no. Tampa, no. Rams, no. Falcons, no. Bro, the NFC trash this year. So, like, your only games, the only thing you can say is competitive, but they ain't paid their dues yet, y'all. The only ones you can say will probably be competitive is maybe Seattle, Detroit. That's it. And probably going against your division. But we run that town tonight. Bro, all the hitters that you would even be worried about is in the AFC. Chiefs, Bills, Dolphins, Jets. Not the Texans. Probably Baltimore, maybe. Bengals. The Browns might be up and coming. Colts, they out of it. Tennessee, they done. Chargers, they got Kellen Moore. Jaguars up and coming. Steelers, they always in the mix. All the hitters is in the AFC this year. The NFC, see, because we ain't worried about Philadelphia. I ain't worried about Philadelphia, y'all. I stand on that. I believe we're gonna sweep them. I stand on that. I don't see how we lose. I don't see how we lose, y'all. We could, cause look, we got the team to keep Jalen Hurts in the pocket. That's the main thing. Keeping him in the pocket. All that little unnecessary running that he like to do. If we keep him in the pocket, there's nothing that they can do. This same defense that they was out there talking about as an all-star defense, we put 40 on their head with Dak Prescott. We put 40 on them with T.Y. Hilton and CeeDee Lamb. And now we coming in with more artillery to the offense. Right? Deuce Vaughn is a weapon. TP a weapon. Hopefully Gallup come back. You bring in Cooks. So this offensive schoolmaker gonna go ahead, man, and bring you something in. So this offense and defense is trending upwards. The Eagles is relying on a whole bunch of players with mysteries. You got rookies that you're trying to rely on. You got a running back that you're gonna have to rely on that is not healthy. And if he was really that, Lions would have kept him. Because one thing that golf needs is a running game. When they was thriving, when golf went to the Super Bowl, what did they have? Gurley, CJ Anderson, toting the rock. Ain't that when they put 200 on our head? 3rd and 30. Right. 3rd and 30 on them. I should clip that up, man, and tag all the Eagles. So the Eagles, they was trying to retool to get back. They was trying to improve it, but they messed up. They made moves to try to go ahead, man, and plan for the future to try to keep them competitive. But the moves that they make, it's not really going to impact them for the now. They try to play the game of maybe being here for the next 3 years or something, right? And then you give a fat contract to a running back, bro. I don't even get that. I don't get it. I don't get it. Shit, I would have gave them picks. If anything, shoot, go get you a real quarterback. Go get you Bryce Young. And then now you on a cheap deal with somebody who can actually pass the football, somebody that you can actually run a real offense with, and that if he had to in the future throw for 40 plus, that he can get the job done. But when you look at Jalen Hurts and he got to throw the ball 40 times, you're like, oh, damn, man, we don't really want that. How the hell do you pay a quarterback that much money and you don't want him to throw the ball 40 times? You know what, Patrick Mahomes, he get the ball, you ain't tripping. You like, shoot, all right, cool. When A-Rod get the ball 40 times, you know you in good hands, like Allstate. You know when Burrow does it, you in good hands. But you're going to pay somebody that his whole being, his whole purpose is to run the football, somebody that wanted him to go ahead and be another position. They didn't want Joe Burrow to play wide receiver. They didn't want Mahomes to play tight end, running back. They viewed them as quarterbacks, and real quarterbacks at that. That's all I'm saying, man. They ain't getting benched for Tua. Tua had to go save their whole championship dreams. Came to Oklahoma and get smoked by who? Joe Burrow? I'm just saying. Oh, they in trouble. I don't get it. He was just a statement thing. See, hey, man, Philly tripping on that one, man. You see what they did with Carson Wentz, man? They thought Carson Wentz was a savior. Had to do that thing. Hey, Philly, man, when it comes out of these quarterbacks lately, man, and even Donovan McNabb, he was okay. He was cool, but he wasn't that guy, though. He wasn't him. Philly been kind of struggling for some quarterbacks lately, man. Nick Foles had to save him, and they didn't win the bowl off of no Nick Foles. Nick Foles just did what he was supposed to do, but they won that off of, you know what I mean, being hard nosing with the defense. Yeah, might be Millie Vanilli with it. Hey, that boy Hurts the stole for boy. They about to be hot. They about to be hot. Watch the tape on them. You know everybody looking at how to stop them. Everybody done geared their team around, getting to get ready to QB spy them, getting people that could push the pocket. See, our problem was that we couldn't push the pocket. We had to bring heat to try to keep them in the pocket. But now you don't have to bring heat to keep them in the pocket. Now you have a couple people, rookie or not, that can push the pocket. And if you ain't got to go ahead and allocate that extra dude to bring him in just to try to keep him in the pocket, bro, he got to throw the ball 40 times. And he can't do it. Didn't they choke? If he was that guy, why they choke? I got a quarterback that so-called can run the ball and pass the ball. But we choke in the Super Bowl? All right. All right. Okay. Right. And he has none of that. He got what, Zacchaeus? That ain't gonna work. Like we've been evaluating this man number one wide receiver ain't the wide receivers though. It's Dallas Goedert. Everything they do goes off of Dallas Goedert. That's his favorite target. That's his comfortable target. Dallas Goedert. So they can go ahead, man, and act like, man, he that guy all he wants to. We just gonna sit back, man, and laugh. Right? We already go, hey, look, man, we done messed around and like Jerry Jones said, we might have done paid our quarterback maybe a little bit more than what we desired, though. But at least we ain't with a contract. But at least we ain't with a Jalen Hurts contract, man. This contract is coming to an end. Jalen Hurts, that nightmare is just beginning. That nightmare is just beginning. Jay Bird, man, that boy, and then that boy, I think that boy got into it with LD boy. I was gonna make another video on him. I was gonna ride on him too, man. Talking about I'm gonna let my play do the talking, bro. If this man don't get up out of here with that, man. Oh, like I've been telling these Eagles fans, man, and be up in the comment section, man. Look, man, that man got to be in an ideal situation to thrive, man. Like, I take that running game this year and let me know if he's still dogging, if he's still eating, if he's still going. If you put Brown in a CD Lamb situation last year where he pretty much had to be that guy, you think he really gonna thrive? And hell no, bro. In Tennessee, they wasn't worried about no AJ Brown. They was worried about Derrick Henry. That's why they had like 8-9 in the box. So of course you're gonna get the one-on-one. And so of course you should be open. You're fast enough, so you better get open. Especially, man, when they got some scrubs guarding you. So you better. Come on, man. Come on, man. But let me know this year though what he had been eating though. And then we ain't gonna act like Corey Davis is a scrub. We ain't gonna act like he ain't had help. Do it by yourself. We ain't gonna act like when he came to Philadelphia, we gotta stop Jalen Hurts in that running game. We don't say we gotta stop AJ Brown. You trying to motion him on the goal line situation to try to get him open. That's what you're trying to do to AJ Brown. When they come up with the Dallas Cowboys, what they got to say? We got to stop CeeDee Lamb. You definitely got to stop CeeDee. They delusional, man. And he might not even be the best wide receiver on their team. Hyping them, Teflon. Hyping them boys something. I'll be looking back like, wow. That's crazy. I'd be like, they really think them boys is something, huh? They really think them boys is something. Come on, 3rd and 30. Come on, 3rd and 30. Come on, man. Let me, like I said, man, let me see you do that against run from Gilmore. Run from Diggs. You can't, bro. You come on one side, man. Come on, man. You gotta see somebody. Then you come on the other, you gotta see somebody, man. Come on, man. Right. He ain't that guy. He ain't no real number one wide receiver. I never seen it in him. I ain't saying he just a bum, but him being that, like the way he talking though, you would think he like Jamar Chase or Diggs or something. You would think he Jefferson or something. CD. Bro, Jefferson, we see what he do. Chase, we see what he do. CD, we see what he do. Diggs, we see what he do. Consistently. We see them making plays. Oh, come on, man. Now watch how, and he ain't even, and Jalen Hurts ain't even gonna get the Black Kirk Cousins thing. Hey, you just Jalen Hurts. You a quarterback of your own. You ain't even gonna be in the Josh Allen and Justin Herbert conversation. You just Jalen Hurts, like that one song. You just a doorman. Doorman. You just Jalen Hurts. Somebody in his own. So they can go ahead, man, put that BS all they want to, man. They know he ain't that guy.
If he was really him,
they wouldn't need to be trying to upgrade on talent at running back. They just go ahead, man, and probably draft one of them young ones, man, and hey, just go ahead and just fill in. But they know they needed to add talent. See, they messed up though. They messed up not adding. They messed up thinking that Goddard and the other two was just gonna be it. They messed up. Ain't nobody really working the middle of that field. Goddard may go ahead, man, and get you some seam routes and stuff though, but Goddard, hey man, Goddard ain't there the whole year, man. They really in trouble, man. And we ain't gonna act like, man, some of this NFL ain't watered down to a certain degree, man, where they just allow you to do some certain stuff. Like it's so soft, like you can't even touch you. Like some of the things that, like he think he eating. Like, come on, man. One-on-one, we see what's up. Slay be talking. Slay talk to him. Oh my gosh, Slay be talking. 3rd and 30 be talking. Slay be talking. Bradbury, but I just want to shut them up. I honestly do. I honestly do think we're gonna double O them. We're gonna 2-0 them. I honestly do. Nah, man. Nah. When I look at wide receivers, I don't even got him in my 10. You got what? CD, Cup, Chase Jefferson. Who else, man? I'm trying to think. He ain't even better than Scary Terry for sure. Who else, man? You know, I'm trying to think now. He ain't better than Conley with the Jets. Damn, who else we got? Man, I can't even think of the wide receivers right now. But he ain't in my 10 though, for sure. He ain't in my 10. Definitely not. He ain't better than Tyreek. You can pretty much say that he's kind of similar to like what a Waddle is, but I don't think he's better than Waddle. He ain't better than Diggs. Who else, man? He ain't right now. He's even though Keenan Allen a little older, he still ain't better than Keenan. He ain't better than DK. Debo. Yeah, Chase. He ain't better than him. He ain't better than damn, what's his name? DJ Moore. That's facts. He ain't better than DJ Moore. He ain't better than DJ. Oh yeah, for sure. Mike Williams. Hey, Mike and Mike Williams show you when Keenan Allen be missing, he's still gonna go get that ball. He's still gonna go get it. He's still gonna go get it. Man, there's a whole bunch of wide receivers, man. I can't even think of the other teams right now, but I'm pretty sure there's a couple more that I'm missing. That's just better than him. You ain't even in the 10. They hyped you up off a year, but when they talk about the best wide receivers who really do this stuff, bro, they're not talking about no AJ Brown. Yeah. Yeah. I think T Higgins is a 2. I think T Higgins in the perfect situation. If T Higgins was to ever leave, he got to be in another situation similar. Don't want to go ahead and give him the number on one role. Yeah, so you right with that one. You right with that. Definitely right with that. Let me see where all the teams is. You definitely right with that one. Let me see. Pittsburgh Jaguar. What Jaguar? Oh, he ain't better than Mike Evans or Godwin or Cooper. Come on. Or OBJ. Come on. Come on. So I just named you a whole bunch. He ain't better than Devontae Adams. That's for damn sure. I done named you what, like 15 wide receivers, man. Come on, man. You tripping. You tripping. But at the end of the day, they gonna keep talking. And I'm gonna tell you what though, they just gonna keep chilling and embracing that moral victory. Like second place is something to celebrate or something. Bro, I'll be crushed if I went to the Super Bowl just to lose it, just to choke it. Nah, fam. Nah, fam. Nah, you don't get no points for going to the Super Bowl and losing, man. On Patrick Mahomes, you don't get no, bro. You don't get no points in losing. Now we know Mahomes is him, but you don't. But you lost to the Scantling, bro. You lost to Pacheco. You lost to Juju Smith-Schuster. You lost to a unproven Kadarius Toney. Bro, this man don't stop it. Who, bro, when it came down to it, who is clapping? What, Sneak? Come on, bro. Come on, we can talk. We can talk. Look who was on you. Bro, you should have put 200 yards up if you was that guy. What, Sneed in there? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. We can go ahead and play this game, AJ Brown, but you ain't gonna win it. We can play this game if you want to, AJ, but you ain't gonna win it, man. Come on, man. I should on my other page, man, really break that down, man, on that page, man. That other sports page, like, and really break that down on them boys, man, because they come on, man. All it is just this. All you gonna get is just this with them, man. All you gonna get is this with them, man. It's crazy, man. Yeah, man, that's what we got going on. Like I said, I'm working on some film. Probably try to chop up some film regarding the Cowboys, man, like certain players. I've been looking at the undrafted. Like I said, I was looking at Wheat, a little bit of Lepke or whatever. And I seen, I seen, bro, they said that man, Viliami, they said that man put on like 60 pounds and in like 5-6 months. I'm like, God damn. He talking about the Polynesian food. Look, man, I know it's that good and big, but goddamn, 50, 60. And then you playing football though? Bro, bro, when they told you to take a lap or run those sprints, you probably was walking at them. I'm like, damn, that's a lot. Oh yeah, D-Hop for sure, Jay Bird. For facts on the D-Hop. Facts on D-Hop. I'm like, man, that's a lot. But then so they said that they're gonna have him at a mix of DN and 3 tech. And that's what I was kind of saying earlier. Like, if anything, like Tyrone Crawford, him, like a base DN and rush inside. I honestly think that potentially, I'll be real. If Micah is gonna play DN, of course he's gonna start. And right now it's gonna be Lawrence. Even though I still disagree with that. Let's say, for instance, man, you want to just go one of these base DNs, man, and just, bro, I will put something where, to see if Viliami can take on a couple of these to kind of hold these boys up, along with Mozzie and them, hold these boys up and let Micah go. Like, but say, for instance, if Dorrance was to start, he taking Dorrance's spot. You've seen the best of Dorrance, what you will ever get with Dorrance Armstrong. I don't believe he will ever replicate the season that he had as far as sacks wise. We know that when it comes to setting his edge. We know that, man. Hey, man, it was some charming going on there, man. We know there was some charming going on there, man. But that's crazy though that he put that weight on. But they want, hey, if they gonna want him to go ahead and go in full time, I think he got to touch 300. He got to be 295, 300. He got to, because 280, they said like 5 to 10 pounds, and he's what they say 265 or something like that. That ain't gonna work. Not for no full time 3 tech. That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work, y'all. If they plan on him being a full time in the future, he can rush there now, right? He ain't gotta be no 280 to rush there. He can rush there now. But if you talk about a permanent position and put him at 270, 280 ain't gonna work. If you're trying to do what Sharif Floyd said, and instead of penetrating, you want to go ahead and throw hands and push back. If you're gonna do that, that wears you down, y'all. That wears your body down. So you need to have some beef to do that. That's why you bring in Mozzie Smith, who's 330 pounds, and Hankins, who's 320, 330 pounds, right? Them boys that wake up in the morning, just throw hands on you, man, and live like that. And if Lawrence gonna have to put that weight back on. Lawrence gonna have to put some of that weight back on. I know he want to go ahead and call himself being plant-based and not eating ice cream like he said, or whatever the case may be. He gonna have to put some of that weight back on. Just like Micah put that weight back on, Lawrence gonna have to put that weight back on. Now I know the older you get, you might want to get a little bit lighter, but if they want to do what Street Boy say, him being that light and him doing that consistently is not gonna work. Not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Unless you just say, hey, Lawrence, you just do you. But if he doing that, Lawrence gonna have to put that hand in that dirt this year. Micah ain't got to do that, but Lawrence gonna have to get back to his roots and putting that hand in that dirt. He gonna have to. Yeah. But I think they made up for that though, Jay Bird, with Overshawn. I think Trenton only went that low because he don't have a specific position. So he couldn't really be on he couldn't really play for any team that because I don't think every team in the NFL know how to use him. But I think they make up with that with Overshawn. The middle of the defense, by just going off of what we have observed in college with Overshawn and Mozzie, you should expect a drastic improvement for the future at minimum. But hopefully we can get it now, because now when you look at Michael Parsons playing defensive end full time, if he's playing full time, then Overshawn definitely gonna have to get some tick, because you is maybe one bad play away from Leighton. Hopefully he don't get hurt, but if that's the case, then who is it gonna be? It's gonna have to be Damone Clark and Overshawn. So they basically saying that Overshawn is ready to go right now. Now watching him, now I do believe that he can contribute right away with some coaching this offseason and learning how to take on them blocks and shed them blocks better, because that's coaching, right? And he's 200. They act like he's 230 pounds. He clocked in at 230. And he got the frame to beef up some more. I honestly think he could hold 250, but he probably won't go 250. But he could throw another 5-10 pounds on easy and hold that thing. It's a big linebacker. So, the way that their defense want to play, beef is mandatory. Yeah. Versatile for sure. And I think they liked, especially in the Senior Bowl, they like the way that Overshawn comes and blitzes. But we know that. But I think, Dallas did need more of a traditional linebacker, though. Especially since they had that interest in Roquan. Now, it would have been interesting if they would have kept playing that chess piece, like them doing that, and then going ahead and taking over the chess piece with Trenton. No, that would have been interesting, though. But I like the pick with Overshaw. I like the pick. Baker Mayfield. But ain't Baker starting for somebody? Am I tripping? Ain't he getting ready to start for somebody? Who he starting for? No, because Jimmy with Vegas. Ain't he getting ready to start for somebody? Or he still with the Rams? Oh, you concerned with Schoonmaker? Oh, the Bucks. That might be a good fit for him, though. Having them weapons around him, though. That might be a good fit for him, though. If he didn't have Evans in him, then you'd be concerned. But that might be a good fit. We'll see. Schoonmaker, I'm not, because I know why they did it. That's why, and the reason why with Schoonmaker is the reason why I'm with it, because I know that the role that he's gonna play. See, that's why I'm thinking, okay, so how we was talking about with Matt Lepke with the versatility, like maybe using him as the Niners use a fullback. That's when I'm like, okay, you damn near you might be using you might be doing that with Schoonmaker. You know what I mean? Like Schoonmaker gonna go ahead, man, and probably be in the backfield. So he ain't gonna get the ball as far as running the rock, but you could probably put him in the backfield and let him protect. He can receive out of the backfield. He can block in line, right? And he's a good enough receiving threat. I thought that his contact balance was left a little bit to desire as far as his run after the catch ability, though, because every time I seen him catch the ball, he was pretty much getting tackled. That's kind of what I didn't like about the situation, though. But evidently they believe in a little bit more in him being a pass catcher. Now, I didn't think that he was a bad pass catcher. I think he was a solid pass catcher, but he definitely, out of order, the tight ends, I think if I'm not mistaken, he did grade out to be the best blocking tight end that I watched. And especially if we're gonna be running this outside zone, he gonna be key in helping sealing some of these edges, washing some things down, and letting TP and hopefully Deuce Vaughn do some work. Yeah, but Harbaugh want to run that rock. Harbaugh want to run that rock. So he wasn't gonna get too many opportunities. It's like what Mozzie said. Like, I know that playing in the Big Ten and with this team, in order for us to go all the way, that me stopping the run was number one priority. So he said he made that sacrifice, and it matched up with what I said. I said that he didn't have in my scouting report. He came in, he didn't have no rush plan. And in an interview, he said that same exact thing. I didn't have no rush plan because I was here to go ahead and be of the system with the run stop. And now with Schoonmaker, he was big in Blake Corum having success. Because I watched Blake Corum, because for a moment I made the mistake in thinking that he was ready to come out. So I watched Blake Corum, and I watched that tight end sealing a lot of his edges. So I was watching Schoonmaker before I started watching Schoonmaker. I'm like, and then I looked like, oh, that's Schoonmaker when I started watching the tight ends. So a lot of what he do, he had a lot of responsibility, man. And Blake Corum out there busting some of them long runs. So if we can get TP, if TP healthy and we can get him on the roll, that's going to be excellent. Yeah. Oh, you mocked him in the 7th round. Hopefully it worked out where, because they did give him a 200K bat. Hopefully it worked where you wouldn't have to spend no money and you can save it for the side, man. Anything else that may need to be done, because I'm still not convinced on the bottom half of the wide receiving core after number 3. Uh, if you might go have to maybe spend some more resources, man, and bringing somebody in, man, that can complement your top 3 guys, man. You know, or maybe they the 7th round pick. I still ain't watched him yet. I'm about to check him out. Maybe maybe the wide receiver that they draft. Maybe they say, hey, look, man, if Tober don't come in, he gonna have to be the one. So I don't know. Cause like I said, I was watching. I had stated earlier, I was watching Marcus Wheat, the Mississippi linebacker, and I seen that physicality in his game. So him coming forward, man, he definitely brings some of that boom. He definitely brings some of that boom. But now we're seeing you ain't Schoolmaker. You ain't gonna really get a good evaluation on him until the pads come on. That's when you're gonna see probably the best out of him. I wouldn't put into too much stock in his mini camp stuff, right? But when the pads come, yeah. Shoot, they might go have to call him back, Jay Bird. They might go have to call him back. All depends what's going on. Shoot, they might got to call him back. They might got to call him back, y'all. We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. But it's the makeup, the transition, and the route that they trying to go. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting because you're gonna see a whole new philosophy. You're gonna see like a whole new way of doing things on the offense. And hopefully you got the ability to do what we couldn't do last year. Because look, I ain't expecting no top 3 run defense. I'm not really concerned that, but we need to stop this run though. This man though, we need to stop the run, and then I think what Mike will continue to do is he gonna try to throw early and run late. Right? He want to run the game. He want to run the ball to end the game. That's what I think what Mike want to do. I don't think you're gonna see too much try to pound the ball and establish the run early. I don't think he's gonna try to force himself to do that. I think Mike gonna want to run late. He'll run to control, but he'll run as he needed. But I think Mike want to run late instead of trying to establish it early. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. I'm ready for some football, man. I'm ready for some football. I'm ready for this to be all put together. Yeah, I'm ready for these pads to come out, man. What is it, May? We ain't got that long, y'all. We ain't got that long. We already done went through the tough spot, right? We went through the tough, the Februarys, the March, and the Aprils. That was the toughest months to get through. Before you know it, man, they're gonna be out there getting get them pads coming on, man. And we're gonna be talking about, man, who's soft and who ain't. We're gonna be talking, man. Because last year was something sure. I know this year gonna be something tough. But anywho, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through. If y'all haven't hit that like button for me, please do. Y'all have a good one, man. And until the next time, man, we up out of here, y'all.